Army Cadet 1-star training, Fieldcraft. Duties of a sentry. Revision. When observing an area, do you look side to side or up and down? Side to side. Should you observe the near, middle or far ground first? Near. What are the two main ways of judging distance when observing an area? Appearance and unit of measure. Duties of a sentry. Aim. By the end of this lesson, you will understand the duties of a sentry and how important sentries are. Introduction. When in a patrol harbour, certain cadets will be tasked with providing security while the others attend to personal admin, eat meals or catch up on sleep. This is known as sentry duty, and all cadets will take turns at some point in being a sentry. Sentry locations. Around the outside of a patrol harbour, there may be up to 3 sentry positions, each manned by 2 cadets. All sentries watch their front arcs for any enemy movement and check returning patrols are friendly, not enemy patrols. The sentry post needs to be camouflaged but must have a good field of vision. A range card is normally drawn up to show key features in front of the position. Range cards are looked at in depth in another lesson. The picture below shows an aerial view of a triangular patrol harbour, with the sentries positioned at each corner of the triangle. The positions will be further out during daylight hours and closer at night. They are normally set at the range of sound. You can only just hear sound from the harbour. Staggered duty. Cadets take it in turns to be sentries for periods of around 1 hour each. This happens all day and night and at times can be extremely tiring, but being alert and observant is essential. To help with this, the Section 2IC, second in command, draws up a STAG list of names with timings, but arranges it so that changeovers are staggered, i.e. both cadets don't change at the same time. This means that as one cadet hands over to a new sentry, the other maintains observation. It also means that one cadet is always fresher and more awake than the other. Stag list. Here is a section from a stag list for one sentry post. Cadet 1 starts their duty at 2200 hours and finishes at 2300 hours. Cadet 2 starts their duty halfway through at 2230 and finishes at 2330. This then continues with half the cadets starting their duties on the hour and the other half starting at half past the hour. This means there is a changeover every 30 minutes. On an actual stag list, real cadets' names would be in place of Cadet 1, Cadet 2, etc., and the list would cover a much longer period of time. Equipment needed. As well as a notebook and pen, there are a few other essential items required to carry out sentry duty correctly. Stag list, whistle, torch, range card, binoculars, map and compass. Communications. To alert a commander or to raise an alarm, there needs to be some form of communication between the sentry and a point of contact in the patrol harbour. There are various options for this. Radios. Some type of two-way radio is the easiest solution. Communication cord. If there are no radios, paracord or string can be used. This has one end with the sentry and the other with the commander. When the cord is pulled, it alerts whoever is at the other end. Information needed. In order for a sentry to be effective, they need to know certain information, as without it, security could be compromised. Some of this will be on the range card. Where and when they need to be on duty. Procedure for changeover. Location of section commander and how to contact them. names of key features in front of them. Arcs of observation and fire, where to look. Procedure for challenging approaching patrols or troops. Direction of any known enemy threat. Details of any known friendly patrols. Positions of other sentry posts. Current password and time it changes. Passwords. To help identify friendly patrols and troops attempting to enter the patrol harbour, a password is set every 24 hours at 1200 hours. The password is normally a 4-letter word spelt out in 2 halves using the phonetic alphabet. An example password could be STAR. This is Sierra, Tango, Alpha, Romeo. Challenge would be Sentry states Sierra, Tango. The reply from approaching troops or Section IC states Alpha, Romeo. Phonetic alphabet. This is a system used when spelling out words to ensure accuracy. Every letter of the alphabet has a word associated with it that starts with that corresponding letter. To help you create and understand passwords, here is the full phonetic alphabet. A. Alpha. B. Bravo. C. Charlie. D. Delta. E. Echo. F. Foxtrot. G. Golf. H. Hotel. I. India. J. Juliet. K. Kilo. L. Lima. M. Mike. N. November. O. Oscar. P. Papa. Q. Quebec. R. Romeo. S. Sierra. T. Tango. U. Uniform. V. Victor. W. Whiskey. X. X-ray. Y. Yankee. Z. Zulu. There will be an image of this to download after the lesson. Challenging. When a sentry sees a patrol or individual approaching the patrol harbour, they need to confirm they are friendly forces and not an enemy patrol trying to get closer or infiltrate the area. To do this, the sentry must take control of the situation and verify the identity of whoever it is, whatever rank. The challenge may be given twice in conditions where it may be difficult to hear, but if the sentry is not satisfied with the reply, orders for opening fire may be followed. This will be briefed by the IC or 2IC. Visual identification and questioning can also be used to confirm identity. If the sentry recognises and knows the individual is approaching and is expecting their return, they may just let them pass. If it is a full patrol returning, the patrol commander will still wait with the sentry to see their section back in just in case someone has tagged on the end and is trying to sneak in. Flowchart. We can use a flowchart to explain the sequence to follow on seeing a body of troops approaching the sentry position. The password for this example is STAR. Sierra, Tango, Alpha, Romeo. Starting at the top of the flowchart, troops are spotted approaching the harbour. Do you recognise them? If you do, allow the patrol or individuals to pass either individually or as a group. The section commander stays with the sentry to check his patrol in. If you do not recognise them, alert the section or platoon commander. Wait until troops within audible distance but not too close. Give the command, halt, hands up. Does the patrol go onto one knee and put their hands up, which is the correct response? If they do not, when given the command for a second time, do they then comply? If the answer is still no, call stand to and follow the procedure for opening fire. If they do comply, give the command advance 1. One member of the patrol slowly walks forward. Give the command halt. Patrol member then halts. Give the challenge Sierra Tango. Listen for the reply Alpha Romeo. Did you hear the reply? If not, give a challenge for a second time, Sierra Tango. Either way, did they give a reply and was the reply correct? If the answer is no, Call stand 2 and follow the procedure for opening fire. If the answer is yes, then allow the patrol or individual to pass either individually or as a group. The section commander stays with the sentry to check his patrol in. Other scenarios. If a sentry spots an enemy present that hasn't seen the patrol harbour or sentry position, the immediate commander is to be told straight away, and they will ensure that everyone is quietly stood to in case of an attack. If there is an obvious attack happening, the sentry skips to the last stage of the flowchart and calls stand 2 and opens fire. Summary. Sentry duty is an extremely important role that needs to be carried out correctly in an alert and diligent manner. It utilises all of your skills around why things are seen, camouflage and concealment, and observation, along with your ability to follow the simple procedures looked at in this lesson. Practice and confirmation. Where would sentries be posted in a triangular patrol harbour? On each corner. Are sentries closer to the patrol harbour during daylight or nighttime? Nighttime. What is the system called to make sure sentries don't change at the same time? Staggered duty. What is an alternative form of communication if you don't have radios? Paracord or string, communication cord. What is the phonetic alphabet? Words that represent each letter of the alphabet, i.e. alpha instead of A.